Sadia Khan is some kind of coach for online dating, psychologist. She has a bachelor's degree. Some things came out about her.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck it if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
So she's talking to a woman because she's fiance. Okay.
Go on.
I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
days
see.
after.
And here goes another content creator by the name of Richard Cooper who posted some DMs of a conversation between him and Sadia. And here goes a screenshot of a DM. Looks like he says, LOL, so not like you to speak like this. Hard to believe that this is the real Sadia Khan. Oh well, live and learn. She responds, you're a disgusting Zionist. I would spit on your grave if I saw it. There apparently is a new exposing happening out on these YouTube streets. Another content creator bites the dust. A dating coach, if you will. Now, the lovely young lady who we're about to review right now, she goes by the name of Sadia Khan. Up on Instagram, it's the Sadia Psychology, 750,000 followers. I believe she has like 1 million out on TikTok. She's been popping in these streets. Now, I am loosely familiar with her content. I've seen her pop up in my feed and I recognize her face, but I've never actually listened to her long form. But I believe that she speaks to both men and women, but it's majority men that she'll get consultations from. Her consultations are marketed to a much more affluent audience, touting $7,000 for an hour to be able to speak with her. Now, I'm a capitalist at heart, baby, all right? Whether or not you want to charge $7,000 or $7, that's your prerogative. But if people are paying it, it's just, to me, that's a good business mind. If the things that you were preaching aren't in lines with the way that you live your life. If it worked for you and you're not just copying other people's talking points in order to grift towards business, I ain't got no problem with it, all right? Let's take a quick look at, something that she might say. Let's listen.
Loyalty is only a virtue if it is mutual.
Okay.
If I am being loyal to my husband and he's being loyal to me, perfect, that's a great boundary. But if I'm being loyal to him and he's not being loyal back to me, that loyalty is actually neediness that's disguised as a virtue.
Sure.
That loyalty is actually a lack of self-respect. The thing that people do is that they kind of give themselves their own medal. They're like, I don't cheat, that's not who I am. Loyalty is only a virtue if it is mutual. They're not reciprocating it. You have to reduce your level rather than waiting for them to up their level.
Yeah, so let's just pause it right there, right? You can break through arguments, right? This loyalty in and itself doesn't mean that you're loyal just because someone else is loyal. Loyalty in and itself is irrespective of the other person's behavior. Perhaps she means who you should be loyal to. Then I think I understand her argument. Nevertheless, pretty face, Instagram filters, soft music, saying things, right? Tried and true kind of method of getting attention. And again, my capitalistic side of my brain is okay, marketable product here. Nevertheless, she's ended up on an Auburn Preach video. Let's get active on this one. Without further ado.
Sadia Khan is some kind of coach for online dating, psychologist. She has a bachelor's degree. Some things came out about her.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck it if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
So she's talking to a woman because she's fiance. Okay.
Go
And
on.
I can do it on your wedding day and your birthday.
Okay, well,
and the
we'll
days
see.
after.
Okay.
I've been in situations where he's been with you in a social setting. He'll call me after.
This is the biggest scandal that Sadia Khan doesn't want you to know about her. She preaches on her page and on her content that she's a high-value woman. She can teach you how to attract a high-value woman if you're a man for thousands of dollars for one-on-one coaching. Let's see how much she values herself as a woman.
The main thing I would say to be a high value woman is always you have ability to reject attention.
Babe, when can I have sex with you? You're so long. I need a substitute. Oh, wait. It's mainly me. You just happen to be there.
The third step towards becoming a high value woman, and this is genuinely so important, it's self-awareness. Now,
Girl can choose any man known in Dubai, period. Who else has a side chick on this level?
Whoa.
Gives them no stress. Told you I'm such a side chick.
6 side chick.
No way. No way.
It's crazy because we just went over content of her talking about loyalty. It's not loyalty unless the other person is being loyal. Meanwhile, if these conversations are true, she is an active participator in being disloyal within someone else's relationship. Did this chick just say, I would suck him off on your wedding day if I have to? God damn.
We can't have a normal convo without you talking about hoes, relationship, marriage, cheating, murder. Heal, man.
And then she says,
That's the guy
welcome
saying
to Sadia. Hey, I appreciate that.
That's crazy.
That's
Only
crazy.
one thing that all women want.
And just to marinate, all right, won't be long, get excited. Just FYI, I'm not taking any more 11 p.m. school night appointments. I still haven't caught up on the missed sleep. You had fun, though. You don't know I might have hated it. I'll leave my car running next time, so point switching it off.
What are you going to do about it? I'll suck it if you have an attitude, and I can do it today if I want to.
I'm not gonna lie. Well, the first line she said was pretty hot. I'm not gonna, I got a semi-chuck. I've seen this girl's videos before.
I haven't.
She charges like 8,000 USD for a 1 hour video call with her. Yeah, that much. So she does a lot of coaching. I actually looked up her website. Video call with Sadia, high value man program, online courses. Masculinity mastering. So she tells men how to be men. She got a high value man course.
Cool.
And she unwifed. She was like a permanent side chick. She likes that shit apparently.
Jesus Christ, my God.
You want to know one of the funny parts too? She tells women not to be attention seeking, to value themselves, to treat themselves well, to not, look for like cheap attention online.
And then that's what she does.
No, there's like one that's really funny. Look at this shit.
So that's kind of like the mindset of a lot of men. What they don't realize is women
You didn't see it?
anything,
No.
especially
I'll play.
kind of like the mindset of a lot of men. What they don't realize is
You see it?
No, I don't know what to look
No.
at.
Look at her midsection.
get a lot of girls. That's kind of like the mindset of a lot of men. What they don't mindset of a lot of men.
Wait, what?
You see it?
All of a sudden, like it changed.
She uses a body filter.
Yeah,
The waist filter.
It changed.
It's literally warping the area.
It changed. But I'm not. Yes, a girl like that. That's exactly what they do.
No, but it's interesting because she's like, women have to present themselves well, do good, you know what I mean? Be presentable, not be attention seeking. But because her audience is men, even though she's selling psychology, she's selling sex.
Yeah.
She doubles up as a side piece, little sugar baby, right? But even the men she's attracted to her coaching is because she's hot. And remember there was a video we did a while back about the Wizard Liz?
Yeah.
And how women follow her because she's a hot woman who
Yeah,
says a lot of
it's
this
the
goofy
marketing.
shit.
It's
The
marketing.
same thing with her.
Listen.
If this was an ugly woman, a lot of single men would listen to her advice or pay
Yeah.
$8,000 for
That's
her
a fact.
coaching.
Yeah, just like an advertisement for the ab roller, and then he put this chiseled man, like everything chiseled and everything and stuff, and he does the ab roller. If you think the ab roller had anything to do with his chiseled plaque, you don't know what it is.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that I did content with a content creator. This got to be about 2.5 years ago, and she was sitting right next to me. One of the questions that I asked her live, and she was doing like dating coach shit at the time, which is hilarious to me. But nevertheless, I asked her at the time, would you have all of the subscribers that you have if you didn't have them titties? And she paused for a quick second, right? And I actually think there was, I think that she got some implants in order to kind of enhance that. And the thing is that these women know that sex sells at the end of the day, right? Like, I'm trying to think of one female dating coach that people admire or take seriously that is not aesthetically pleasing, right? And even if you take a look at this young lady, right, whether or not she has implants or whether or not she was doing the filtering thing on her stomach, it actually looks like her face has had some sculpting or some surgery done to it as well. Inevitably, image matters. What you look like matters. And the more attractive that you are, it makes the information more consumable, especially if your audience is actually attracted to you. And this is reflected with women way more than so for men. Even, conventionally attractive men, there's still barriers for them to cross. Now, albeit it's easier than ugly ass dudes, right? But it's still barriers that you have to cross to convince a male audience of whatever it is that you're talking about. And also, side note, that's also why it's damn near impossible for women to come up in like more RP focus niches, because even the RP content creators train men to not look at what a woman looks like to determine their believability, right? Whether in the dating world, and then the subset of that is a dating coach, that's a woman. But yeah, if this shit is true, preaching or touting this kind of upscale image in this fluffy ass accent, but at the same time being a nasty side chick, effectively as a mistress, bullying the main chick is absolutely insane, but also speaks to the degree of craziness that she is. Which brings us to today's sponsor. Quick emergency meeting. I was recently searching for my name online and found way too much personal information, which brought me down this weird rabbit hole of how that could have happened, and found out that there's companies out there called data brokers that will sell your data to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And it's a nasty, disgusting feeling knowing that there's bad actors out there selling my information, selling your information for profit. But that's why I'm recommending today's sponsor, Aura. Now, I use Aura to automatically remove my information from these sites and keep my information off. But they do other things as well, such as bank fraud and identity theft alerts, VPN access. But guys, utilize my link down in the description box down below for a 14-day trial. At least see if you've been compromised. Privacy is king in this day and age, and you should know if your information is out there. So again, utilize my link, aura.com/MTR, in the description box down below to try 2 weeks free. That's way more than enough time to see if your personal data has been exposed. Go now. You better get your private information off of these public damn websites with these crazy ass women rolling around here, all right? Use my link below.
There's a lot of other things.
I'll say this. I think every single coach I've seen online has turned out to be a scam or somebody who lives a really f***ed up life. Every single time. I don't know how it's this consistent. If they have something they have to sell in terms of like, I have the answers, come here and get this coaching, they start to put on a facade. They have no choice. If people ask me like, oh, Abba, you're probably I have nothing to hide because I have nothing I want to sell you. I'm not coaching nobody.
No.
I know my own fallibility. I don't even know how I'd coach somebody else because I don't know you and I don't even know what the answer is for you. Right? And you can't give me the answers because you don't even know what issues I got.
But we're not
I might not even be self-aware enough to know some of my issues. You can't see it.
We're not selling anything.
That's my point. When anyone gets online, they're like, I have the answers. Come take my course. I promise you. It's been my experience. They all turn out to be frauds.
Yep.
Like, she's telling people like, oh, this is how you get a high value woman, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bitch, you can't get yourself a high value man. You can't do none of the shit you talking about. You a side piece.
I mean, technically, she got a high value man.
Not even, because her definition of a high value man is someone who isn't promiscuous, who has self-control, who is disciplined, who doesn't, put his wife at risk. Meanwhile, she DMing the wife being like, I'll suck his bitch. I can't wait, which is hot. Keep doing that. But
I agree as well as disagree with what Abba is saying right here. The fact of the matter is that they are selling a product. Every time that you click on a video of Abba and Preach, you're looking for the product of them being commentators on their video. And it just so happens that through the ad revenue service provided by YouTube, it is free except for your time. Because you guys sit through them pesky little ads, or you got to buy YouTube Premium to have no ads. And they also, just like your boy, might have an ad running in order to keep the lights on. What Abba's doing here is effectively grandstanding, and it's to say that because we're not selling anything that at least has a course or a dollar amount attached to it, that should make us in a much more favorable position or a morally valuable position because we are not amongst them. But however, I do agree with them if the lifestyle of the coach does not match what they actually are doing. You can't be talking about being loyal if you are a disloyal hoe. That's like if you got a boxing coach and he's like, yo, use the jab, use the jab, use the jab. And then you watch him fight and he's just throwing nothing but haymakers. Like, yo, what happened to the jab, coach? I thought it was important.
you know what I mean? No, if I'm the husband, the fiance, I'm like, my life is ruined.
Yeah.
I can't wait for head. Yeah. But let me just stop imagining that. I can't. But yeah, it's just funny. And then you see like the body warping shit and all that stuff. And it's like, I don't know. How is it that these guys are all consistently frauds? It's impressive to me.
That's just because it works. It works at some point. How come the people from Primerica, the people from Excel or whatever those companies, those pyramid companies come back? It's a cycle. They come back. All those things, whatever they try to sell you, I'm going to sell you a course to make a lot of dollars. I'm cool. You're not interested into being a millionaire? That's not what I said. I just don't want to do that. Well, I'll be in my front. These people come back every 7 years. It's like every 7 years is a whole cycle of these people coming back and trying to sell you a course to make more money. Financial advisor selling you more money. Visalist, whatever.
Well, here's the thing and I guess I'll let you guys know a little bit of insight from like a dating, right? Like the things that I do, which is I mostly focus in commentary. Now I talk about gender dynamics, right? mostly from the side of what I think is underrepresented, which is a male's perspective. Right. Now, if I was to drop so much of the commentary and then I built up like a complete just education, self-development arm, I would get less views to be able to do that. But then, you know, whether or not you want to have a low ticket, mid ticket, or a high ticket offer, like her $7,000, you know, consultations, right? Those people tend to make way more money than just the commentators that upload a lot of content and get a lot of views. And it's actually scary to look at some of their numbers because it's covert. There's not like publicly available systems in order to try to guesstimate how much people make, because you don't know unless they publicly post their numbers. And although the general audience thinks that $7,000 for an hour of someone else's time is absolutely insane, there are people with loads of cash sitting around that have a pain and are more than happy to give away that money to alleviate that pain. One of the number one rules of business is that if you want to become rich, you solve rich people's problems. And if you look at the disparity in dating, especially at that level, and generally those people that have worked so hard throughout their life that has all this disposable income, they've foregone kind of some of the social, relational, right? Like they're a little bit behind because they focus so much on their business. And there's people out there that market themselves to try to alleviate that pain. And I think Sadia has positioned herself within that space, and she takes advantage of it. Now, apparently after Sadia has caught wind of everything that's going on, she began to completely crash out.
All right, guys, so this story is getting very bizarre. This is Sadia Khan, the online influencer psychologist that promises she can show you how to attract women, be a better man, and fix your relationship. I did a story on her the other day because she edits her videos and I thought it was very funny. I criticized her in the video because it was very obvious that she puts waist filters on any video where her full body is shown. And in a lot of her videos, she's talking about how much self-confidence she has and how she knows what she is, blah, 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 blah. And
you could definitely see it a little bit here. You know, she got a little turmoil down there. You know what I mean? She got a little Yamin down there. You know what I mean? I don't know how old that she is. She looks over 40 with surgery. Does that make sense? But yeah, she got a little drop bear down there. All right. So, you know.
that's what's necessary to attract a partner, etc., etc. But when I called her out, she lost her goddamn mind. It's now been about 48 hours, and she has spent the last 2 days accusing my followers of being animal porn addicts, being cheaters, being prostitutes, and everything in between. But today she started a new trend. These are videos that my followers sent me. This person left a comment on her page, and she tried to call them via audio 4 or 5 times. And then when they wouldn't pick up, she left the threatening message that you'll see scroll by here.
You have a lot to say, let's
pick up, bitch, or I'm gonna post your address online.
Whoa.
And here's another one from another one of my following. Pick up, don't be scared. Don't be scared, pick up. Calling over and over and over and over again. More threats. This is a person that sells one-on-one phone call coaching bullshits for 6,000 GBP, which I understand now is 8,000 USD, on how to be a high-value man. But hey guys, I can save you the 6,000 GBP. If you want to call for free from Sadia, just leave a troll comment on her page. She'll try to call you over and over and over, free of charge.
Oh, she is taking this to a whole nother level, baby. She's trying to dodge people. This is an official crash out. This is unbecoming of such a pleasant accent, right? This is just terrible behavior, but very form fit to a young lady that's trying to suck the eggplant off of a man that is currently engaged and bragging about it and bullying the woman about it.
All women cheat and all men cheat.
Women cheat more than men, though. And this is a difference that happens in modern society. Men are so delusional about women. They start to think, no, she would never. No, that's not right. They're so delusional about women.
The other day I spoke to a friend of mine. He was speaking to me regarding a girl. And I said, bro, have you ever cheated? And he goes, yeah. I said, I know, because he said to me, I don't think she can cheat. I talk to her all the time on the phone, blah, 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 blah. I said, have you cheated? You found a way to do it, yeah? You have, yeah? She's better.
She's way better.
Any man that thinks a woman don't cheat is stupid.
And they'll use the tiniest kind of inklings that she might be faithful. Like, oh, no, she FaceTimed me before bed. There's girls out there FaceTiming and then running out. There's girls out there that are texting you good night whilst in somebody else's room.
100%.
And so if you know that about women, does that affect your relationships?
It's actually crazy how much, sometimes when I look at like coaches and stuff like that, I think to myself, they're talking at the screen, but they're really talking about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see like a lot of anger, a lot of passion, not all. But you begin to see the psychopathy of some of these people. The thing is, at the end of the day, we're all human, baby. We all human. We all got high points. We all got low points. But the thing is that if you build up an image of perfection, right? If you build up an image of high class and poise, and then yet you see behind scenes, right? You lift up that dirty little curtain and you see a ugly baby up underneath, right? It is shocking or jarring to a lot of people. I mean, it's happened time and time again. I mean, the biggest one to me was Will Smith, right? To have decades of a particular type of aura or presence, right? High class celeb, and then to lift up that dirty little rug or that dirty little curtain that Jada helped him lift up. And you're like, oh shit, everything is just not as peachy keen or as awesome as what you think, right? And here goes another content creator by the name of Richard Cooper who posted some DMs of a conversation between him and Sadia. I remember asking her during a ladies' night panel a few years ago, and she snubbed it, something along the lines of being too good for my talking points on a podcast, when in reality, she probably declined because she didn't want to trip up with us or get exposed. Acting all upper class with her British accent, these hoes are all the same. And here goes a screenshot of a DM. Looks like he says, LOL, so not like you to speak like this. Hard to believe that this is the real Sadia Khan. Oh, well, live and learn. She responds, you're a disgusting Zionist. I would spit on your grave if I saw it. Damn. So shut the F up. Sick. Now get off my page, you pussy. God damn. This chick got a potty mouth, baby. LOL. Go get you. Yo, it is something incredible to see the difference between the poise, got it all together. Meanwhile, behind scenes, she might be a demon serpent witch woman shrieking harlot. Like, go get cheated on. Obviously, you're not in a dump. God damn. The response that you get on the consequence-free internet from people who can't get touched, absolutely absurd to me. And finally, to cap off this whole mess, I went to her page to look for a response, and I saw this video posted 2 days ago.
You never get hated for what you have. You get hated for how easily you achieved it. You got to understand that people don't mind if somebody's really rich, but that person was once homeless and then they made it. Or they don't mind if someone was really overweight but now has an amazing body. But if you're the type of person where beauty, followers, business, money, whatever it is, happens for you naturally, organically, you don't have to try so hard. But other people really have to strive for what happens easily and effortless for you. You will get so much jealousy and so much hate.
Okay. Yeah, it's a non-response response, as I like to call them. And really, what else can she say to this? I mean, if those DMs is true, you know, why would she want to talk about her behavior behind scenes? Because it just adds more fuel to the fire and further informs her followers or her subscribers to what it is that she actually acts like. I just don't understand why she would want to create enemies or trust those people with DMs that they can easily expose in regards to her behavior, which is just so different of how it is that she projects onto people. It just comes across as snake oil salesman, even though she's like, what she said in that video is a true thing. But you could say real-ish, but if the real-ish doesn't match the current content of your character, then oil never gonna mix with water. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment box down below. Can't wait to see your thoughts in regards to this interesting matter. Shout out to Aura for sponsoring this video. Make sure that you guys are out there protecting your private information from all of these public people. You got crazy women like this up in your life or was in your life. Make sure that they can't find your ass, all right? Yeah, so go up to Aura, click on that button for me, all right? Then come back on this video and thank me in the comments. Questions, comments, concerns, y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Light up them comments. Let's talk about it. And I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
You is ratchet as they come. Rainbow weaves and batwing lashes. Weighing more than a man. What time is your football practice? I bet you can hit that A gift like a mug. How you big back and said a man must buy you gifts. Where here goes a Fitbit tracker. Are you mad? Cause you got 3 kids by 4 different dads. You pick cookies, then you bash. Oh man, when you get sad.